So, since Christmas is like 5 minutes away, I decided to share with you my favorite Christmas story ever. And, fortunately enough, this story is based on 100% true facts. Completely real. This really happened. And this story is based off of this little guy. His name is Frumph, and he is basically the best thing to ever happen to Christmas, except for maybe cupcakes. Okay, the second best thing, aside from cupcakes. But anyway, it's Frumph, and I want to share with you his story. The story of Frumph. Santa Claus lives at the North Pole, at the top of the world, so icy and cold. Mountains of ice that glitter and shine, a world full of snow and trees of pine. His castle of gold is on a hill, and when you first see it, oh, what a thrill! Here is a story, one that is true. Be quiet and listen, I'll tell it to you. Santa was rocking in his rocking chair, his silly old nightcap covered his hair. The logs in the fireplace burned a glittering ray as Santa spun tales of Christmas Day. Suddenly the flames began to flicker and sputter. "What's this? What's this?" I heard Santa mutter. The icy wind sent shivers down my spine. My knees were chattering as the clock struck 9. The room was dark and the castle shook. Santa ran to the window to have a look. Far, far away and way up high, beyond the moon, up in the sky, a little star exploded with a thundering boom. Lightning crackled with a rumbling zoom. A little pixie was hurled through space. Tears of fright streamed down his face. The man in the moon began to cry as he saw this pixie go racing by. "Save me, save me," the stars heard him shout. Mr. Sun was so sad he turned his light out. The sad little pixie, in his terrible plight, was falling to earth on a cold winter night. "Children, children," I heard Santa shout, "get me my mittens, for I'm going out. Someone's in trouble, I heard him cry. Someone from somewhere way up high." Santa rushed to the door and into the night. He slipped on the stairway. What a terrible sight. Santa bounced and rolled like a rubber ball. He was up in a jiffy and started to call, "Children, children, follow me." His trousers were torn at the knee. The little pixie fell deep in the snow. I asked, "Where is he? Where did he go?" We heard a moan and then a sigh. A wee little voice began to cry. "Help me, help me," his words were clear. He screamed so far and yet so near. I looked around and what did I see? A little pixie looking at me. He shivered and shook as he sat and stared. I said, "Hello, little man, don't be scared." Santa and the dwarves all gathered around. The little pixie made not a sound. Santa bent down on one knee, then whispered, "Come, little man, come to me." The little pixie let out a wail, his eyes big as plums, his face drawn and pale. Santa raised him over his hand. We started for home over snow-covered land. I lit the fire, made soup in our pot. Soon the castle was warm, the soup was hot. Santa cuddled the pixie on his lap, all cozy and warm in Santa's cap. We fed him soup, the fear left his eyes. I could tell he was happy by the sound of his sighs. The dwarves had candy, I had the same. Santa gave him a piece and asked him his name. The pixie looked up at Santa, his nose so red. In a wee voice answered, "Frumph," then bowed his head. "Frumph? Frumph? Is that your name?" I said it was Frumph. "Is this a game? Where did you come from? Is it far?" "I'm from Fnifflefall, way up on a star." "Frumph from Fnifflefall. Oh me, oh my, fell up from a star up in the sky." The dwarfs in a circle began to dance and sing, with little Frumph in the center of the ring. He was too small to join the fun. No one could spell his name. Not no one. Santa was worried for this pixie so small, for fear he'd been stepped on or kicked like a ball. This was a problem, as you can see. Believe it or not, it worried me. What to do, I heard Santa say. I must be sure he'll be out of harm's way. Santa looked sad as he rocked to and fro. Frumph, in a wee voice, whispered, I wish I could grow. Santa rocked with Frumph in his rocking chair. His trousers were torn, his face lined with care. That's it, I shouted with glee. A wondrous thought just came to me. I'll get a patch in your sewing kit, then sew your trousers while you sit. A kangaroo pouch on your knee I'll sew. In the pouch he'd be safe. Am I right, yes or no? You're right, said Santa. Yes, sirree. Little Frumph will be safe and always with me. Our frowns turned to smiles, and we sang all day. Everyone sang as I sewed away. I finished the pouch. Frumph jumped up high. You're jumping on me, I heard Santa cry. Whee! He screamed. Look at me. He slid down Santa's lap to the pouch on his knee. Santa gave Frumph a wee little whistle made from a thorn that he plucked from a thistle. He gave him a scroll of shimmering gold with a long list of names, some new and some old. You'll ride with me, Santa shouted. You'll call out the names of every girl and boy. You'll blow your whistle, little Frumph, on my knee. Down, 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 down the chimney. We danced and sang all night long. While we danced, we sang this song. A comet fell from the sky with little Frumph 8 inches high. Round as a ball with loads of oomph from Sniffle's ball. His name is Frumph. The end. Okay, so there's like the music of the Frumph song, and I don't actually know how it goes, so that was improv. But okay, Frumph and I say Merry Christmas and a